It was a hard-fought series, and a wild night turned into a very dangerous situation in Vancouver. As fans poured into the streets, the emotions ran high. This should have never happened, but when you get two franchises battling for a championship with a history of bad blood and mind games, the emotions reach a boiling point. In 2011, one team dominated the NHL, the Vancouver Canucks. Finishing with the best regular season record and the President's Trophy, their skillful play led by Daniel and Henrik Sedin made them the top team in the league. Meanwhile, the Boston Bruins, a solid and physical team from the Eastern Conference, were known for their gritty play. The contrasting styles of these two teams set the stage for an epic showdown that would ultimately become one of the most memorable series in NHL history. To reach Game 7, both teams faced immense adversity. The Canucks battled the defending champions, the Chicago Blackhawks, in a grueling 7-game series, overcoming a potential collapse. They then defeated Nashville in 6 and San Jose in 5. The Bruins, on the other hand, went 7 games against both the Canadiens and Tampa Bay, with Nathan Horton emerging as a hero in critical moments. Horton's knack for scoring crucial goals in high-pressure situations made him a key player for the Bruins throughout the playoffs. Game 1 in Vancouver was a tightly contested match with big saves and heavy hits. The Canucks lost defenseman Dan Hamhuis to a series-ending injury after a hit on Milan Lucic. This was a significant blow to Vancouver's blue line, affecting their defensive stability. The drama escalated when Alex Burrows allegedly bit Patrice Bergeron's finger, igniting the rivalry. Despite the tension, Rafi Torres scored the only goal, giving the Canucks a 1-0 series lead. The physicality and intensity of the series were already evident from the start, setting the tone for what was to come. In Game 2, the presence of Alex Burrows was felt again as he played a pivotal role. Burrows scored the first goal, and after a back-and-forth battle, the game was tied at 2 apiece, requiring overtime. As soon as the puck dropped in OT, Daniel Sedin made a heads-up play to spring Burrows on a quick rush. Burrows faked a slap shot, got Tim Thomas out of position, and tucked a wraparound to end the game. This controversial figure, who arguably shouldn't have been in the game, became an integral part of the Canucks' success, helping them take a 2-0 series lead. Game 3 in Boston saw the Bruins targeting Burrows for his antics, raising the intensity further. Early in the game, Nathan Horton was leveled by Aaron Rome with a high and late hit, resulting in Horton being stretchered off the ice. This hit not only sidelined Horton but also served as a rallying point for the Bruins, who went on to dominate the game and win 8-1. The incident dramatically shifted the series' momentum, and Aaron Rome was suspended for the remainder of the series. Back in Vancouver for Game 5, the Canucks managed a narrow 1-0 win, with Maxime Lapierre scoring the lone goal. However, the Bruins responded fiercely in Game 6, winning 5-2 and sending a message with Brad Marchand, taunting the Canucks' star players. Marchand's actions further fueled the animosity between the teams. The physicality and mind games reached their peak as both teams prepared for the decisive Game 7. The psychological battle off the ice was just as intense as the physical one on it. In the ultimate do-or-die game, the Bruins took control with Patrice Bergeron and Brad Marchand scoring crucial goals. Tim Thomas stood tall in net, making key saves that frustrated the Canucks. As the clock wound down, the Bruins secured a 4-0 victory, claiming the Stanley Cup and leaving Vancouver in despair. Thomas's performance throughout the series was nothing short of legendary, earning him the Conn Smythe Trophy as the playoffs' MVP. While the Bruins celebrated their victory, Vancouver experienced chaos. The series exemplified how emotions and physical play can influence the outcome. The Canucks, despite being the more skilled team, were outmatched by the Bruins' physicality and resilience. This series remains one of the most intense and memorable in NHL history. The aftermath of the series was a stark reminder of how deeply hockey is embedded in the culture of Vancouver and Canada as a whole. The riot that ensued was not reflective of the true Canucks fan base, but rather an example of how mob mentality can take over in moments of heightened emotion. The images of burning cars and looted stores became infamous, overshadowing what should have been remembered as an incredible hockey series. In retrospect, the 2011 Stanley Cup Finals highlighted the thin line between sportsmanship and hostility. and how quickly things can escalate when emotions are high. The Canucks were the more talented team on paper, but the Bruins' relentless physical play and mental toughness won the day. Vancouver's loss was not just a defeat on the ice, but a psychological blow to the city and its fans. Despite the chaos that followed, the series provided numerous unforgettable moments. From the heroics of Tim Thomas to the controversy surrounding Alex Burrows, the 2011 Stanley Cup Finals had it all. It was a series that showcased the best and worst of hockey, leaving a lasting impact on everyone who witnessed it. As time passes, the 2011 Finals will be remembered not just for the riot, but for the intense competition and the dramatic swings in momentum. It serves as a reminder of the passion that hockey can inspire, both positively and negatively. The Canucks and Bruins gave fans a series to remember, one that will be talked about for generations to come. In the end, the 2011 Stanley Cup Finals were more than just a series of hockey games. They were a microcosm of the highs and lows of competitive sports. The lessons learned from that series continue to resonate, reminding us all of the power of the game and the emotions it can unleash.